So what you should do is, okay, um, you have selected an icon entrepreneur of the year by the magazine of your choice. Your icon's picture and your team member's picture will be on the cover, and an article featuring his or her business will be inside. Create a magazine cover and write a feature story about your entrepreneur icon and his or her startup business. Okay, so this time around, you also will be in the cover page together with the entrepreneur that you are selected, but you have to get the permission from the entrepreneur that you chose in order to make up this, because somehow certain of the entrepreneur they don't want to disclose, okay, their even their pay, even their what we call face, right? I wanted to make sure that you get first, okay, the icon, the people who are really doing, okay, their business. If you ask me, what kind of business, madam? Any business, as long as halal tayyiban. I mean, they are not drug smuggling, they are not weapon arms seller, not that one. I want you to make sure that the business is a legal business. Like Indonesian student, we have local entrepreneurs in your country, and for the Malaysian student, of course, our local country. I know it's very hard right now at this time in order to do some interview, but at least you can get a picture, of something like a profile, because we want to see that the real entrepreneur's profile, okay, in front of the cover page together with the team members, okay. On how you want to do that, I leave it to you, your creativity. Because yesterday I got some question asking, madam, should we use something like formal attire? No, it's not necessary. Up to your creativity. As long you are not open your, for the girls, not open your aura, okay, and make sure it's decent attire lah, meaning to say it's not too extreme, okay, as long that it's creative, okay. I know that you understand what I'm trying to say here, okay. So yeah, the cover page, of course, you and your entrepreneur's icon, and then it's in here, the content should include the following, the same thing, but I want you to come out with the personal details of this one, the background of the successful business, okay. The personal details of the entrepreneur, the name, education. You have to come out like the specific, okay, about his or her story, okay, meaning to say your icon, okay, not you, okay, but the real icon, and then explain about the business and the history of the business, explain the company mission and vision. That's why you have to ask if you can get some your good network in here, okay. I know some of you in here are real entrepreneur, but for this assignment you have to come up with the other entrepreneur, okay, not you, okay, other entrepreneur, maybe your friends, your networking, okay, so you can use them, yeah, not use, but try to get some permission from them first, and then name of the business, type of the business, whether the business is sole proprietorship, okay, there may be alone, the sole owner, or maybe partnership or private limited company, and give the justification and explanation. So you have to come up with this information, and then the main activity means the product or services, and location and branches, okay. And the reason, choose the business, okay, name of the business behind the any symbolic of the significant value behind the name of the business. So you have to explain about this. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 points here. You have to answer it, and then to get 15 marks. Mostly my student, we don't have this problem too much, okay. So you what we call, you already have this 15 marks, okay, but make sure you have to give that information. And then the process of the business, second topic, subtopic, the process start the business. Does the entrepreneur start with an option and start from scratch? This is mostly like sole proprietor, start from scratch, or buy from the existing owner. Maybe you buy your friend's shop, for example, or franchise. Like maybe you do some nasi ayam penyet Riau, for example, or maybe you do some what we call ani soup utara, maybe, or partnership. State the advantages and disadvantages of the types business you choose. So this one, every single of the here, you have to put in the magazine. So how the layout, up to you, and how long, how much the starting capital, the sources of financial aids, meaning to say your startup capital to start the business? How much the financial that the entrepreneurs actually sometimes the entrepreneurs reluctant to answer this question, but you try digging, but not straightforward. Can I know how much that you start out? This is too straightforward, right? So maybe you can come up with something like filtering the words, right? Maybe if you don't mind, because this is only for our experience, from your experience, we learn something. How much actually we need in order to start a business? So it's better rather than you just directly or maybe straightforward with the question, right? Okay, so you have to come up with a better question. Actually, this is all the question, but don't ask straightforward, especially for those who doing like local maybe like street hawkers, right? Sometimes they are very sensitive on that. And then the third one, long-term business planning, future planning for the business to improvise the business in future. Okay, what is the strategy? What is the plan? Future plan. Maybe you can ask this one. And then challenges faced by the entrepreneurs and how the entrepreneurs tackle the problem to become as opportunity. Somehow, as entrepreneur, what we have to do is we have to maybe take the problem not just as a problem, but maybe you still remember that I teach you in the lecture topic 1, right? The problem is not just a problem, but the problem is become opportunities. And then we do have also corporate social responsibility, CSR, whether the entrepreneurs, maybe they do some sort of infaq, okay, but they not call CSR. CSR is the term that we learn in our business, right? Business subject, but you don't ask me, madam, do you do any CSR? Sometimes they do not know. Okay, I'm not underestimate, but I have once experience before. My students, okay, they told when we asked what is CSR, they do not know. Yeah, of course, you have to do like what is charity, what sadaqah, maybe infaq they did before, right? So you have to tell them about that. And then CSR, which emphasize on whether the company giving their contribution, charity activity being done to contribute to society. So for example, green campaign, okay, maybe they don't have use any plastic, they use paper bag, okay, or maybe what they did, maybe they plant some certain of the plantation, okay, or maybe they do some we can use recycled materials in order to running their business, for example using paper plate, or maybe they use something like no straw. So this is a kind of the example green campaign. And then they also do some like donation money, for example zakat, infak. Okay, we have many terms actually, special event with the society. Also during Ramadan time, maybe they spend, or maybe every Friday they do infak Friday. So this is the thing, okay, that program that they can do with it, okay. And then you have to dig up. That's why I said this question is just for the guideline, but the question you can revise and how you want to tackle the entrepreneurs, how they can give the answer to you is how the way you approach it, okay. Don't straightforward. That is my advice, but straightforward is something important, but uh yeah, depend on the situation, okay. All right, and then the conclusion and recommendation, significant moment as the positive or negative to be shared to the future entrepreneur. So maybe you should ask, what is your maybe some positive experience, or maybe a good moment while you are doing the business with us. So maybe you can advise us as a maybe young entrepreneur, okay. So you can give, okay, ask the question like that. And then maybe some, you don't say negative, but say like negative experience, but say like what is maybe the lesson learned that you learn when the journey you become entrepreneur. So you can actually paraphrase, okay, this kind of the question, this one, okay. And then advice for the future entrepreneur, how to tackle the problem and opportunities in business. Okay, so basically this is more on how to guide you, okay, maybe from their experiences wise, and the main benefit and lesson learned when doing the business. So I already told you this one just now, maybe the benefit and the lesson learned. And the last one, recommend any idea how the societal marketing concept, CSR, really give impact to the business. So maybe okay, how does University Al Azhar been made according to based on the zakat, after people do some paying zakat, okay, from that money they can build this university. So maybe you should give some idea when people do some impact, people do some helping, maybe the needy, they can give a really impact to the business, okay. But because in our religion, I believe that Someone asking question. After this, I entertain with the question. Okay. Maybe you should give some the idea on how we want to encourage more people, especially those entrepreneurs, to involve in a kind of CSR. Not totally just in a monetary, maybe in terms of the effort. Okay, how we want to actually improvise and encourage them to be more in what we call corporate social responsibility. In the term business, we call CSR, but in Islam, this is what we call something like sadaqah, okay, infak, what else? Maybe a part of the good things, the good, because we believe what? The more we give, the more we gain, right? Not just necessarily we give money and then in the future people also give money to us back. No, there will be in other way around. Okay, I believe on that because this kind of thing is hikmah, rahmat. It's more rahmat, right? It's something like a good deed that we unpredictable what actually our God and Allah is create for us, right? Okay, and then the recommend how to encourage the fresh graduate to involve in business. Okay, for example, the government and public agencies, private organization, and business seminar and campaign activities. Okay, so this one is 10 marks. Actually, it's all from the above 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 points you get 10. And then for the references, you can provide list of the references in news, magazines, internet sources, and books. So example, you can actually, yeah, follow this one, or maybe you have some other sources. And for the appendices, you can do some any draft, sketch, storyboard to create the magazine. Okay, because we want to create e-magazine. Okay, and then support any materials related to company's logo, business card, business social media account, GPS coordination, company and software. So up to you. Regards on this, your because this is counted as the marks. Total marks will be 50. So again, I'm using it maybe like you. I already see this one yesterday. Yes, I agree. I use the same, but the content assignment will be different in the content wise. So this is the covered. There is necessary must be formal up to your creativity. Alright, and then yeah, the layout also, how you want to answer all the questions above is based on like this also. Okay, and then yeah, this is the presentation. Of course, you have to do this rubric how I evaluate you, but because the rubric will be in based on the video presentation, so maybe I will change the rubric on how the delivery on video presentation. Later I will share to you all because this is already in one document. Alright, so yesterday also I highlight on this one. Research show that students learn more when they actively participate in the class discussion. The instructional approach utilized for this course focus on the discussion. Okay, same thing, not just studying or memorizing information. So the class participation grade is comprised of attendance, timely completion of homework assignment, and active contribution to class exercise and discussion. Okay, all right. So, what you should do with your group presentation, okay, as usual, you have to do video presentation, and each group is compulsory to provide by post in the group WhatsApp the presentation URL for the grading purposes. Of course, reminder the grading will be based on the highest viewers. So, thank you. Well, sudden thank you. Okay, the video could be edited using various software. We have all this, as I mentioned also in the yesterday class. For those who are not in my yesterday class, we do have Windows Movie Maker, Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, iMovie, Sony Vegas Pro, Avid Media Composer, and we do also have like what not what I I short, right? Okay, and then Power Tool, Picture Chart Animator. So please remember to upload your video at YouTube channels. Okay, so this is a sample my URL student group presentation a year ago. Okay, I took this one in semester one. Actually, I have in the previous, not last semester, but two previous semester. But I just want to share with a year. Okay, so they have mini year. Maybe we can have some take a look here, right? Yeah. Wait, I have to share to you on. Wait, yeah. Yes. I'm so sorry if the voice is quite. Yeah. Okay, the rest I want you to check, okay, your own, because again I shared the guideline, right, okay, to you all, so you can just have the link is here. You can yeah, you can have a lot in here. I think maybe another one I can share to you all is also, but they one not in the list, but they one is a long time ago. For those who are subscribed my channel, you can see that. Okay, I have one my student here. Wait, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's a very simple. Okay. Since yeah, you can have this one for those who are subscribe to my channel, then you can have the link on that just now video. Okay, so I take the question, Miss, if we need to take a picture with the entrepreneur that we choose together with us, or he or her photo in Google but on put on magazine. It depends on how you want to approach him or her. Okay, if they say maybe agree with you to take a picture, but maybe hashtag social distancing, okay, fine. But if maybe they don't want, maybe you should maybe yeah take from the Google. But I prefer it can be a real picture. Okay, and then they will question, Assalamualaikum Miss Noor, for the video part, are we need to produce a video that require us to meet up, or we can do creative video in which we can still reach a certain goal of the assignment we want staying safe out of the COVID-19. Yeah, that's why I told you, it depends. If you want to use like maybe use a power tool, maybe use, but um mostly like this assignment, I prefer you to go. I mean, maybe you can do some Zoom meeting or maybe Google Meet with the entrepreneurs if they agree with you. So maybe like that. But yeah, at the same time you have to take care of yourself. So that's why I said it based on creativity how you want to do it. Maybe you take some maybe a video maybe from the Google about the company, and then you do by combine it. Up to you, your creativity on that. I give and I rely to you on that. Okay. Uh, how to say that? Yeah, that one is for the presentation, and for the report is magazine based. Like I told just yesterday, you can be used like Canva. Canva picture chart is recommended for to do that e-magazine. Okay, so any more question to ask? Okay, like this because it's already 1 minute half. Okay, so I will stop share to have this guide a briefing. Okay, but at the same time I will do for the second part. For second part I will brief on, actually this one no need to brief because you have to follow, because for business plan you just follow all this item and the format here. Okay, but don't worry so much because I will give you one sample on how actually have it here. This is me and my friends during our study. We did this one, but I just take that one as permission. This is how we did our business. For business plan, you can choose any business that you want to come up for your business plan, and then you have to do all this. This one no need to present. This one only do a report, and the item, element, everything in here. Okay, but this is no need to be copy exactly. You have to do your own. But I will share to you all the one of sample. Sample. Okay. I think that's it for today. Can I see that? Okay. But it's don't worry. Maybe in other version, sorry, session, other session, I will do specifically for business plan